to this, please brush up the Varnamale categories. You need to understand what is Dirgha Swara, Hrisva Swara, Alpa Prana, Mahaprana. You need to identify and revise all these alphabets before you look into Samskruta Sandhi. Now, what is Samskruta Sandhi? Samskruta means Sanskrit. So, in Kannada, a lot of words have come from Sanskrit origin. So, when two words which have come from Sanskrit origin, when they both join together, then it is called as Samskruta Sandhi. Both the words have to be Sanskrit origin words. If one is Sanskrit word and the other one is a Kannada word, then it will become Kannada Sandhi. So, both the words have to be Sanskrit words, only then you will get a Samskruta Sandhi. So now, since lot of words have come and we are not even able to differentiate whether it's a Kannada word or it is a word from Sanskrit origin. So there are a few tips and clues on how to identify whether the word has a Sanskrit origin. Okay, so there are some tips which I have listed here, but this is just some guidelines. These are general guidelines for helping how to identify Sanskrit words. These are not rules. These are just simple tips and clues which will help you to identify whether it's a Sanskrit word or a Kannada word. So first tip is, most of the Sanskrit words have a Vijati Ottakshara in them. And in some Sanskrit words, the first alphabet itself is a Vijati Ottakshara. So if you see here, for example, Prana. So pra is a Vijati Ottakshara. So this word has a Vijati Ottakshara in it. Also, what was the other tip? In some Sanskrit words, the first alphabet will be a Vijati Ottakshara. And that is what is there here. Pra is the first alphabet as well. So, prana. Okay, so this is a word from Sanskrit origin. Then words which have Arka Ottu in them. If you remember, the alphabet Ra has two kinds of Ottaksharas. So one is this and one is this. This is called as the Arka Ottu. So most of the words which have Arka Ottu are from Sanskrit origin. Then the words may start from a Mahaprana. If you remember, the Vyanjanas are split as Alpaprana, Mahaprana and Anunasika. So Mahaprana is the one which is having more. Means you have to stress a little harder to pronounce those alphabets. So here, for example, Falaka or Phalaka. So this is the Pa, the Mahaprana Pa. Okay. So most of the alphabets, most of the words which start from a Mahaprana can also be categorized as coming from Sanskrit origin. Then words which have the alphabets which start from the alphabets Sh, Ya, Va. Okay, so like example, Shira, Yantra, Vistara, all these are words of Sanskrit origin. So again, I am repeating, these are just tips and clues. These are not rules. These are general tips and clues for helping identify Sanskrit words. There may be exceptions from these tips and clues. Now, let us look at what is Samskruta Sandhi. Now, we know that in Kannada Sandhi there are two types. One was Swara Sandhi and the other was a Vyanjana Sandhi. Similarly, in Samskruta Sandhi also we have Swara Sandhi and Vyanjana Sandhi. If you see here, Samskruta Sandhi is split as Swara Sandhi and then Vyanjana Sandhi. In Swara Sandhi there are four types. Savarna, Dirgha Sandhi, Guna Sandhi, Vriddhi Sandhi and Yan Sandhi. And in Vyanjana we have Jashtva, Shrutva and Anunasika. But today we will only be looking at the Swara Sandhi. So we will only be looking at Savarna, Dirgha, Guna, Vriddhi and Yan Sandhi. We will look at Vyanjana Sandhi in another video. So now let's start with Savarna, Dirgha Sandhi. So the definition of Savarna, Dirgha Sandhi. Savarna Swaragalu Vandara Mundondu ಬಂದಾಗ ಅವೆರಡರ ಸ್ಥಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ದೀರ್ಘ ಸ್ವರವು ಆದೇಶವಾಗಿ ಬರುವುದು. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಸವರ್ಣ ದೀರ್ಘ ಸಂಧಿ ಎಂದು ಹೆಸರು. So before I explain it, let's look at an example, then it becomes a little easier to understand. So let's look at this word Hari. Okay, Hari is ending with E. Okay, it is ending with the swara E. And then Ishvara, it is starting with the swara E. Now E and E are of the same type. It's just that this is Hrisva Swara and this is Dirgha Swara. But they both are of same type. E. Okay. So when they join together, the result has E. That is the Dirgha Swara in it. Hari is becoming Hari here. Harishwara. So, Savarna Swaragalu. Savarna Swaragalu means swaras of the same type. Now, E and E are of the same type. So, they are called as Savarna Swara. So, these both, Savarna Swaragalu, ondara mundondu bandaga. So, this E is coming in front of E, right? The first word is ending with E and the second word is starting with E. So, this is coming in front of E. So, they both are coming one in front of each other. They both are of the same type. ಅವೆರಡರ ಸ್ಥಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೇ ದೀರ್ಘ ಸ್ವರ ಆದೇಶವಾಗಿ ಬರುವುದು. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಇ ಅಂಡ್ ಇ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನಿಂಗ್? ಯು ಆರ್ ಗೆಟಿಂಗ್ ಇ ಹಿಯರ್. The dirgha of the similar swaras will be replaced. So if the two swaras are of the same type and they come one before the other, one in front of the other, then the resulting word will have the dirgha swara of the two. So Hari plus Ishwara becomes Harishwara. Okay, the E and E together join and it becomes a dirgha E in the final resulting word. Okay, so that is what is explained here in English. The first word ends with a swara and the second word starts with a swara of the same type. So here E and E are of the same type. So they are called as Savarna. So the resulting word will have the dirgha swara of the two. So what is the dirgha swara of the two? That is E. Okay, so this is one is here, one is Hrisva and one is Dirgha. Sometimes both may be Hrisva only. Then also the resulting word will have the Dirgha of the two. So here, for that, if you look at this example, you will understand. Deva is ending with A. And Asura is also starting with A. Both are A only. Okay? Both are Hrisva Swara only. Both are not like, it's not like one is Hrisva, one is Dirgha. Both are Hrisva Swara only. But the result becomes Deva. A is coming here. Okay? So, if both are Hrisva, then also the result will have Dirgha in it. So, this is Savarna Dirgha Sandhi. Now, next is Guna Sandhi. Now let's look at the definition of the Guna Sandhi. ಆಕಾರಗಳಿಗೆ ಈ ಕಾರಗಳು ಪರವಾದರೆ ಅವೆರಡರ ಸ್ಥಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ಏಕಾರವು, ಉಕಾರಗಳು ಪರವಾದರೆ ಅವೆರಡರ ಸ್ಥಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ಓಕಾರವು, ಋಕಾರ ಪರವಾದರೆ ಅವೆರಡರ ಸ್ಥಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ಅರ್ಕಾರವು ಆದೇಶಗಳಾಗಿ ಬರುತ್ತವೆ. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಗುಣಸಂಧಿ ಎಂದು ಹೆಸರು. So if the first word is ending with a or a and the second word starts with e or e, then the result will be a. Okay, so this is one. Then if the first word is ending with a or a and the second word is starting with u or u, then the resulting word will have o in it. Similarly, if the first word is ending with a or a and the second word is starting with ru, then ar will replace. Then this is called as Guna Sandhi. So again, let's look at an example which then it makes it very easier to understand. So let's look at this word, Sura. So Sura is ending with the sound A. And Isha. Isha is starting from the sound E. So when A and E join together, you get A. So the answer is Suresha. You see, Ra is having the A Gunitakshara in it. So A or A and E or E, they come in front of one another, then the result will have a in it. Similarly, if the word is first word is ending with a or a and the second word is starting from u or u, then the result will have a o in it. Okay, so here if you see Surya, ya, a, it ends with a, and Udaya, it starts with u. Okay, a and u. The result will be O, Suryodaya. You see, the O Gunitakshara is added to here. So it results in O. Okay, if A or A comes in front of U or U, then the result will have a O in it. Now the last one is if A or A comes in front of Ru, then you get a Ar. So here Maha, so it becomes A. Rishi. Okay, so Rishi, Ru. A and Ru. Okay, so it first word is ending with A, second word is starting with Ru. So it will become Ar. So it becomes Maharshi. Maha Ar. Okay, Ar is this Arkavatu symbol. So it becomes Maharshi. Okay, so I hope Guna Sandhi is clear. Now let's look at Vriddhi. Vriddhi Sandhi is somewhat very similar to Guna Sandhi. ಆ ಕಾರಗಳಿಗೆ ಐ ಕಾರಗಳು ಪರವಾದರೆ ಅವೆರಡರ ಸ್ಥಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ಐಕಾರವು ಔಕಾರಗಳು ಪರವಾದರೆ ಅವರ ಸ್ಥಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ಔಕಾರವು ಆದೇಶಗಳಾಗಿ ಬರುತ್ತವೆ. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ವೃದ್ಧಿ ಸಂಧಿ ಎನ್ನುವರು. So if the first word is ending with the sound a and the second one is starting with the sound a or I, then the resulting word will have a I in it. Similarly, if the first word is ending with a and the second word is starting with uh, o, then the resulting word will have a ow in it. Okay, so if you see the example, you will know better. Eka, it's ending with a, and again eka. So a and a have come. So the result will have a I in it. If you see ekaika is the answer. The ka is having the I gunitakshara in it. So a plus a gives you I. Okay. Similarly, if you have the first word ending with a and the second word starting with o or o, the answer, the result will have a o in it. If you look at the example, vana. Okay, vana is again a and aushadi is starting with au. Okay, but the answer is vanaushadi. If you see, na is having the au gunitakshara in it. So that is vriddhi sandhi. These two rules are for vriddhi sandhi. The last one is the yan sandhi. So yan sandhi, if the first word ends with e or u or ru, and the second word starts from a swara other than e, u or ru, then e will become y, u will become v, and ru will become r. Okay, so that is the definition. We will see the definition here. E, u, ru ಕಾರಗಳಿಗೆ ಸವರ್ಣವಲ್ಲದ ಸ್ವರ ಪರವಾದರೆ ಈ ಕಾರಗಳಿಗೆ ಯ ಕಾರವು, ಉ ಕಾರಗಳಿಗೆ ವ ಕಾರವು, ಋಕಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಋ ಆದೇಶಗಳಾಗಿ ಬರುತ್ತವೆ. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಯಣ್ ಸಂಧಿ ಎಂದು ಹೆಸರು. So, if the first word is ending with the swara e and the second word does not start with the same swara. See what happens if it starts from the same swara, then you will have to do savarna dirgha sandhi. It will not be a yan sandhi. So, the second one should not be of the same swara as how the first word is ending. Okay? You should make sure of that. Otherwise, it will become a savarna dirgha sandhi. It cannot become a yan sandhi. So, if the first word ends with the swara e and the second word does not start with the same swaras e or e, then the resulting word will have a y in it. If you see here, jati, okay, it is ending with e, and atiti, atita. So, a is there here. E and a, they both are different swaras. They are not of the same type. So, when they join together, you get jatya tita. Okay, the u is getting added. The u is getting added as a uttakshara here. So, jati plus atita becomes jatyatita. Okay, here is getting added there. Similarly, if the first word ends with a swara u and the second word starts with a swara which is not u or u but something else, then the resulting word will have a v in it. So, guru. Okay, guru is ending with u and agne. Agne. It is starting. U and a. So, Guru Vagne. If you see, Va is coming here. V is getting added to A. So, Guru Vagne it becomes. Similarly, if the first word ends with a swara a and the second one starts with the swara ru, then you will have r in it. So, you will have the other utakshara of ra. So, we will have this. So, see, if you see here, pitru, it's ending with r and artha. Okay? So, when it joins together, pitru becomes pitra. Okay? See here. Pitru becomes pitrartha. Okay? Pitrartha. Okay? It becomes this symbol, the other r. So, you get it as a r utakshara. So, pitru plus artha, pitrartha. Okay? So, these are all the 4 sandhis of SAMSKRUTHA SWARA SANDHI. So, a quick recap of the swara sandhis. The first one is savarna dirgha sandhi. If the alphabet, the first word ends with the alphabet of same type. The first word ends and the second word starts with alphabets of the same type. Then the dirgha, the longer, the one with the longer sound, that is the dirgha swara will replace both of them. Then next one is Guna Sandhi. So in Guna Sandhi, if the first word is ending with the sound a and the second word starts with the sound e, then you get a instead of, when they both join, you get a. Similarly, if the first word ends with the sound a and the second one starts with the sound oo, then it will be replaced as o. And similarly, if the first word is ending with the sound a and the second one starts with ru, then then it will be replaced as ar. You'll write the ark out to that. Then next one is Vriddhi Sandhi. It is somewhat similar to Guna Sandhi. So if the first word is ending with a and the second word is starting with a or I, then the resulting word will have I in it. Similarly, if the first word is ending with a and the second word is starting with o, then au will be replacing the combination when they join together. Then next one is Yan Sandhi. So in Yan Sandhi, the first word and the ending of the first word and the starting of the second word should not be of the same type. They have to be different type. Then in that case, what will happen is wherever the word is ending with e, then you will be added in the second word. Similarly, wherever the words are ending with u, then v will be added with the second word. And for words which are ending with ru, then r will be added with the second word. Okay. So these are all the four sandhis of four swara sandhis of Samskruta Sandhi. We will look at Vyanjana Sandhi in the next video.